Do you know why traders always spot their best entries before everyone else? It's because they know how to read chart patterns. In this video, I'll teach you how to identify the chart patterns, set your target zones, and trade like the professional trader. So to be honest, there are probably like over 200 plus different chart patterns, and you can always find during the charts many more. So the question is it really sustainable, and what do we do here really? Will we go long or will we go short? So this is definitely what we're talking about here in this video. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and so let's jump directly right into it. First of all, which chart patterns really exist? Which one makes or which one to make it not? There are more bullish pattern or what are the bearish patterns? So actually, why also trade via this pattern? So mainly we should really place our trades because like a breakout or something like a better we're watching, to use them in a chart analysis. This is exactly what we're breaking down in this video today. So of course there are, many chart patterns, but we want to focus here in this video on more of the important ones. Of course, there are countless chart patterns like a symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle, descending triangle, a double button, double top, triple button, like a cup and handle pattern, the inverse cup and handle pattern, the head and shoulders, the inverse head and shoulders, the falling wedge, the rising wedge, and the list goes on. But which are the chart patterns we really have to pay attention at? And there's, to be honest, so chart patterns working out amazing in the last couple of years, in the last bull market, around 2020, 2021, these chart patterns here played out almost, perfectly. So even every trade you took here with this chart pattern, exactly breakout, retest, re-entry, nearly once a no-brainer. So like 80% had a win rate, but there are something what's changing here in the market right now. So we also use here for our chart analysis also these chart patterns, but there are also some other indicators we definitely have to keep attention. So still there are 2 or 3 chart patterns we continue working here in the chart analysis. So this is also what we are going through in this video here now together. So let's talk about in detail about it. Let's start first of all with the classic one. We have like the W patterns here down below there, and we have also the M pattern, like a double button or like a double top here in the M pattern. The double top works like this: price rallies up, pulls back a bit, makes another push to the upside but fails to break the high. Often it's even like a retest and the previous high exactly to the dollar. So, and we get a rejection over there. From there, we usually drop down below our neckline. This is the line here down below there. And there it gets very interesting for us. So very often Bitcoin comes and retested this neckline again. So something like a retest, what we're seeing here, coming back to the neckline and then dropping down to the downside. And as soon as we're getting the retest of the neckline, this is the moment we can get in the new trade. So here in the bearish one, so we're talking here about a short position. So even if we are getting the retest of the neckline, we put our stop loss there. Once it breaks here, the target usually is another leg to the downside. And how you find these targets? Easily, you can measure here this high to this kind of neckline here and place it to the breakout, something like here. And there you go. There you have your target zone. So this is the moment where you can also put your take profit to close this trade over there. Then we have also the M pattern. The M pattern is basically the same idea. We accept only one thing, that we have the second high is lower than the first high. You can see it as it is. We have exactly this pattern played out in the last bull cycle. This one is also a clear bearish one. Even also here, waiting for the retest. Place your stop loss just about the highs, and you can go in a clear short setup over here. The W pattern or the double button, so we have here the double button pattern or the W pattern, is the bullish sign of the reversal. So price tested from support twice in the bounce back. Same concept, wait for breaking the neckline. Neckline would be like this line here and also here. So we can also point it out like here. You've gotten a perfect long entry by waiting for the retest. Retest means we're breaking to the upside, got a retest on a neckline, and then go in our long position. Same also for target research. Also here, you take the neckline to the low and place also here your target on our breakout, and this one is a long position, so we can also take here the long entry. Stop loss you want to take down below at the last low, and the entry on the neckline by the retest, and take profit target here by finding out our target zone. Very important here, especially for the W pattern or like the double button or the W or the M pattern, is here our stop loss. Here, to don't set your stop loss too tight. So not do like something like this here. It's like super tight. Don't play stop loss like this. Give the stop loss a little bit more room, depending for sure also on your risk management, because market makers love to wick you out here below the previous low. So as you can see here, we have exactly the same low. On the W pattern here, we have different lows. So we have a low and a higher low. So sometimes also market maker moves a little bit lower, want to wick you out here at the last low. So keep it a little bit more stop loss for the room. So for the actual move, it could be already happened many times that it stopped out with the wick to the downside and then shooting into higher levels by running in our trade target here. So definitely give your trade a little bit more room, but for sure also be prepared for your risk management. If you don't know where you can trade all these chart patterns later in the crypto market, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link to the exchange where I'm doing all my trades. So just check it out. Also, I will link in the video description a huge deep tutorial about it. So definitely check out the tutorial how to use also here the long and short entries on the exchange. But let's continue here to the next chart pattern. We have got here the ascending triangle. Here, the prices keeps making higher lows, as you can see here, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher lows, pressing against the resistance over here in the top, but can't break through it, so came back, make a higher low, came to the resistance, came another higher low, came to resistance, and the range gets tighter and tighter and tighter, as you can see here, and as tighter it gets, even usually we get also a breakout. Usually the breakout here on the ascending triangle is here to the upside. And the descending triangle is exactly the opposite. As you can see here, we have here the supported area down below and we have lower lows. So as you can see, so we have here one high low, then a lower low, then a lower low, and also then the breakout to the downside. For finding here the trade setup is exactly the same. Also, as in the other patterns, we are just waiting for the breakout to the upside, the retest. And the moment when we enter the retest, this is the moment we open a new long position. As I told you, link down below in the video description, there you'll find a link to the exchange where I open all my positions here. Even also here for the long position, finding the price target, even also very simple like this. We have the resistance area. On the bearish side, we have the supported area, and we keep also here from the last lows. And also here we take from the resistance, or if you take the bearish one, we take the support line to the last low here. And move also our target zone here on the breakout. And as soon as we're getting the breakout, we have also clear set up our target zones. Same remains for the bearish one, waiting for the breakout and then get in the short position. And here also for our stop loss, kind of the same. Keep it not as tight like crazy as here, because as I told you before, there would be like some more wicks coming in from the market maker to stop you out. So make it on the previous low over here to protect your trade and then keep the trade running to our target zone. Then we have the symmetrical triangle, and this one is a little bit more tricky one because since it doesn't really give you a clear direction, it could be breaking to the upside but even also to the downside. So probably it depends on mostly on the market and even also on the trend. If we came now here and especially from an uptrend like this here into our symmetrical triangle, the chances are likely more higher to break here also to the upside. Same remains also here. We will wait for the breakout. So even if we break out to the upside, we wait for the retest before we get in the trade position, even also for the downside movement. So we're waiting for the break to the downside, waiting for the retest, and then trade this all the way to the up or even to the downside. Symmetrical triangle is a little bit more difficult to trade. We personally don't enter it directly. We wait for the breakout and also for the signals coming in from the indicators. So this is definitely, you have to pay a little bit more attention. And if you also want to learn a little bit more about the chart patterns or just want to participate of our trades here, just subscribe to the channel, be part of our live streams, of our daily videos. There I share a lot of information about how to trade, especially these chart patterns. And when we are talking especially about trading, even it depends also on the time frame. So I personally like to analyze my chart patterns patterns on the 50-minute chart or on the 1-hourly chart, because it's more like a day trading, and this is exactly what we're doing here on the channel. But if you also want to go in a more long-term, like a long-term investor, or just use the chart patterns for your holding portfolio, the 4-hourly chart or the daily chart is even also very strong for recognize these patterns here on the chart. And of course, this kind of patterns appears also on the weekly or on the monthly chart. It's a huge signal, especially for the next coming days or coming weeks or coming months. Just recently, Bitcoin formed here a symmetrical triangle after a strong rally here, as we expect here, broken here in, to the upwards move. But remember, even also in the crypto market or on Bitcoin, anything happen very, very quickly. So sometimes in a day, sometimes in a week, but even also sometimes in a couple of hours. And this is basically also all information you need to know about chart patterns. I hope you learn something valuable about these chart patterns. Let me know down below in the comments what topic you like to cover next. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and I wish you a successful trading day. See you in the next video, and of course in the next live stream or the next trade update here on the channel. So take care, and then we see you in the next one.